Yeah, okay, so they call it my screen. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about before I go into the Sandals product update is I'm going to discuss what's going on with our travel agent portal. Now, this is mandatory. Everybody on part of Archer needs to have access to this travel agent portal. This is where you're going to get all the updates, all the news, everything that you need to know about Sandals will be located right here. And will be located right here on the TA portal. So let me go ahead and log in, and I'm going to show you my first thing that I like to go over today before I go with the product knowledge. We have different events. So so this is going to be the top tab that you guys can see right here in the TA portal. Under events, you're going to see workshops. Okay. I know Patrice has been talking about workshops with you guys so you can become a certified sandal specialist. And we want to make that happen. So, okay, I know there's a lot of background noise. I apologize. I'm in Starbucks. Okay. But yeah, like I said, I do want you guys to see everything that's going on here with the CSS workshops. Because while you're on here, there's certain ones that you're allowed to go into and that you're allowed to register to, and then there's others that you're not allowed to register. So for this first one where it says CCRA convention attendees only, private workshop, obviously those are only going to be eligible to the ones that attended the CCRA convention. It's not going to be eligible for all Archer travel agents. Same thing if there's a AAA exclusive workshop. Understand that it is a AAA exclusive workshop. It's not going to be for everybody at Archer. Now, what you're going to start to see here within the next upcoming months, and let me bring up my next list, is you're actually going to start to see all the workshops that are going to be upcoming. Should I have it on here? So you're going to be seeing all the workshops that are going to be upcoming. So what I have listed here, I just received an email on it, all the workshops that are going to be happening in 2019. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and send this list out to Patrice so she could send it out to everybody. Also remember, this list is located on the travel agent portal. Okay? So when you kind of see, when you go through this list, make sure that this is, try to attend this one first, because these are the ones that are designated for all the travel agents in that area. So we do prefer, of course, you try to go to the ones that are listed in your city. So because I am based out in here in California, I'm actually going to read off the California ones. So that way, any agent that's on this call that is based in California, you can kind of put the save the date down. And eventually, once it's listed on here, under, of course, events and workshops, then you can go ahead and register for them. And like I said, they're not going to be on there until probably about end of February, beginning of March, end of March. So starting in May, in California, we're going to have it on May 1st in Costa Mesa. On May 2nd in Hawthorne. We will have it starting June. In June, we will be back in California, looks like in San Jose on June 12th. Then we'll be in Emeryville on June 13th. Then we'll be in Camarillo on June 26th. So for those that are going to be located in Santa Barbara County or Ventura County, Camarillo is going to be the one that you're going to want to go to. We also have a San Diego one located on June 27th. And then moving on to July, we start in Ontario, right here in Ontario, on July 10th in Ontario, in Burbank on July 11th, and in August, we're going to be in Sacramento. Looks like we're going to be doing two in Sacramento, one on the PM, one in AM. So on August 6th and the 7th. And then we're actually going to be, for the first time, going out to Fresno. So we are expanding our workshop. So for the first time, we're going to be in Fresno on August 8th. Okay. All the other people that are located in other states, we will send this out to everybody. Okay. But as you can see, to the list that I just went through right here. Okay. Now you have to register for these again on the TA portal. Even if Archer has their own registration process, we don't see anything unless it's on this travel agent portal. Okay. So first things first, everybody needs to have access to this. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to go into my presentation, guys. So my name is Richard. I am your business development manager for Archer Travel. I do cater really towards the Los Angeles area, going all the way up past Fresno to the borderline of San Jose. Once you actually get to San Jose up top, we actually have a new BDM out there named Pernell Wint. He's able to assist all the agents out there. But just so you can kind of see where my area is at. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what does it take to be the world's best? Well, let me tell you that we have not been voted not only by the consumers, but we've been voted by the travel agents to, again, be the world's best all-inclusive resort. It's now 22 years in a row for Sandals and 19 years in a row for Beaches Resorts. Now, it's funny. So a lot of people talk about, a super brand. What makes a Sandals resort a super brand? So one of every 5 people, if you were to mention Sandals Resorts, they have heard of us. They have seen our commercials. We've done all the marketing in order to create us a super brand. It's the same thing with Nike. People are going to know about Nike. It's a super brand. So we are the only all-inclusive super brand. So we do half the marketing for you. Okay. We have 19 resorts in 7 different islands, as you see located here: Jamaica, Antigua, St. Lucia, Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Grenada, and Barbados. We are a Caribbean company. We do not have anything out in Hawaii or Mexico. We are a Caribbean-based company. Okay. Now, again, we have the 84% brand recognition. So again, 8 out of 10 people are going to see and have heard of our brand. We have an over 40% return guest rate. Okay, that is huge when we're talking about the travel industry. And I challenge you, look at other hotels and figure out what their return guest rate is. I mean, it's not going to be anywhere close to this. Okay. Now, this is important, the room ratio towards staff. So when you look at a Sandals, and I'm going to go with one of our biggest resort with Sandals Ochi Beach Resort. With over 300 rooms there, guess what? We have 17 different restaurants located on that particular property. We have 2-to-1 staff located on that property, meaning there's going to be more people there so that way they get the service quality that they expect and that they deserve from Sandals. And being with having the more restaurants. Again, I challenge you to find another resort that has 350 rooms that has 17 different restaurants. Things like that are key towards being the #1 all-inclusive resort brand. Okay. Now, meet the brands. We have Sandals and we have Beaches. As you know with Sandals, Sandals is adults only, couples only, made for 2 people in love. So as long as you love the person that you are with, guess what? We have made the resort for you. Okay? So, okay, sorry, I just saw here on the chat. Yes, normally it is $35 for the CSS training, okay? So whenever you do a workshop, understand you are going to have to pay a fee of $35, but there's a lot that comes out with it, and trust me, it's worth it, okay? So again, back to meeting the brands. Sandals, adults only, couples only, made for 2 people in love. So it's literally anybody that has a significant other can go to Sandals, all right? Our Beaches Resorts. Our Beaches Resorts are for everybody. And when we say everybody, we mean everybody. So some new additions that we've been doing with Beaches is we have a whole new autism program with our Beaches product. Every person that works at our Beaches Resort is autism certified. So autism certified means that they can assist and work with anybody that's on the spectrum. They're able to be with anybody that's on the spectrum and to be able to assist. Oh, let me go back. Give me 1 second. and they are able to assist anybody um, regarding, that way their kids can be watched, the parents can have a good time. That way that they're not treated differently, that they're actually treated with respect. So again, everybody there is autism certified. So we are the resorts for everybody. Our destinations. We are located in. Okay, yes. So at beaches, no, kids are not allowed at beaches. Oh, kids are not allowed at Sandals. Sorry, I think that's the chat that I saw. No kids allowed. Yeah, no kids allowed at Sandals. Yes, kids allowed at beaches. So I just mentioned I went over them earlier. You can see what's going to be in the northern Caribbean, what's going to be in eastern Caribbean. Now, this is important. You gotta know that these feel a species tour or type of reservation, you can. And there's an island. Oh, it's muffled? Okay. So when Mr. Stewart, he looks at our resorts and he looks at where we're located at, we have always been on the best beaches and the calmest waters. So he takes pride in that, where he will go to every single island that he wants to be a part of, and he'll walk the island to make sure that we are on the best beaches that are in that area. Okay. This is very key. This is very key because when we say we're on the best beaches, we mean we're on the best beaches. In fact, I went to the Bahamas. I stayed at Emerald Bay, and I've never seen a better beach in my life. Okay, it's absolutely incredible. Now, at Sandals, we're an all luxury included vacation. Of course, that means we're all inclusive, all meals, all premium brand liquor, but it goes a step further than that. If you look at the accommodations that we have, they're all going to be luxurious accommodations. The dining is all 5 stars global gourmet dining. That means that if you want sushi, guess what? It's not just a California roll or or a vegetarian roll. It's actually sashimi. It's carpaccio. It's having 10 different types of rolls that you could choose from. That's actually having sashimi there, or actually having sushi there. If you want lobster, you don't have to charge anything extra for lobster. You can order 5 lobster tails, and guess what? It's all included. Okay, that's what it means to be an all luxury included vacation. Same thing. We include all the airport round trip transfers. Normally, all other hotels will charge guests in order to get to their hotel. We include it for them. All tips, all gratuities are included, unless of course they have a butler. They have a butler. They could tip the butler on their own if they wanted to. But all the tips and gratuities are generally included. Okay. Now, we offer unlimited water sports and unlimited land sports. What this goes for is when we talk about water sports, guess what? Scuba diving is included. Okay, that's something that no other resort chain is going to include. But if you're PADI certified, guess what? Scuba diving is included. Same thing with snorkeling is included. We have kayaks. We have windsurfing. We have glass bottom boats. All that's going to be included. Now, when I talk about snorkeling, sometimes you have to do an excursion where they tell you the best snorkeling spots. Guess what? We do that included. I feel like there's a good running theme that's going along. It's guess what? Things are included. Okay. Now we have also been the most awarded resort on the planet. I'm not here to go over all the awards that we've won because every company is going to have awards that they have won. But this really goes to show that hey, it's not just what we've said, but it's everybody what they've said. I'm actually going to pass this video because I personally don't like this video. Okay. Exclusive rooms, suites, and features. Now at Sandals and Beaches Resorts, you're going to go. I'm going to show you a few different rooms and suites. I'm not going to show you them yet, but I am going to show you a few of them, and I'm really going to go over what makes our rooms a little bit different. But before that, let's go over 2 different classes of service. So we have our luxury level, our club concierge level, and our butler elite level. Now, the luxury levels are entry level categories. What we've just included with them is every luxury level room now has beer and wine included. along with soft drinks and the juices. Club, club and Butler Elite, or club level, actually starts with having the liquor in your room. Now, not only do you have the liquor in the room, but you're met upon arrival by a club Sandals concierge. They're going to take you into the club lounge. The best thing about the club lounge, ladies and gentlemen, it's air conditioned. Sometimes after doing that 2 hour transfer to get to the resort, all you want to be is in an air conditioned area, checking in for your room, having a alcoholic beverage taken to you, and greeted with a snack. That's all there at the club lounge. You know, they'll also do a tour of the resort while taking them to the room, and an in-room orientation by the Club Sandals concierge. Now, of course, the clients can all use the Club Sandals concierge anytime they need to book some sort of activity, anytime they want to book a spa treatment, make a restaurant reservation. That's all stuff that the Club Sandals can do. Ladies and gentlemen, what makes Sandals the best of the best? It is our Butler Elite program. Okay? It is our Butler Elite program. Now, what's beautiful about our Butler Elite program is they'll do everything that the club concierge does, but they'll actually take you directly to your room and do the whole check-in process in your room. Not only will they do the check-in process in your room, but you'll have a personalized cell phone, they'll have a personalized cell phone, anything you need, whether it's a drink to be made, whether you want a snack from the bar, whether you want your book that you left in your room, whether you want them to, pour your hot tub with flower petals in there before you arrive in your room, they'll do that. Now, a little bit about me, guys. I used to be a travel agent myself. So I'm actually going to share a story of when I sent my clients to a Sandals resort, and I actually sent them to the Grand. They got upgraded to the Butler service, and I'm going to tell you what the Butler did. It was their honeymoon. All they wanted to do was their candlelit dinner for two. Okay? All they wanted to do was the candlelit dinner for two. And it was going to be right there on the beach, under the stars. Sadly, this particular week, weather did not permit for them to do this candlelit dinner for two. Because weather did not permit it, they were really upset. And they told their brother, man, this is all we want to do. This is going to make our vacation. We've always envisioned having this romantic dinner under the stars. The butler said, no problem, the second to the last day. Sent them to a spa treatment. So now they're at the spa. He sent them there just for like a half-hour treatment. And this poor butler, he starts carrying bags of sand up into their room, starts rearranging their room, right? Starts moving the bed, moving everything, so that way he has enough room. Pours sand in their room, okay? Brings in the table and the two chairs from the balcony and puts it on inside their room. Even goes and finds a palm tree, one of the smaller palm trees, and brings that into their room. Turns off all the lights and starts hanging those white Christmas lights all up and around their room, all throughout the balcony, through their door. I mean, starts hanging it all around the room. Because when this couple got back after the spa treatment, they were able to have their candlelit dinner for two right there on the beach because their butler was able to do that magical experience for them. Now, that's just one item that a butler did, okay? That's, one thing that butler wanted to do to make the wow factor. I can't tell you everything that these butlers do because it's so much. So what I can tell you is that they are willing to create the wow factor. They are willing to create the client's experience. Okay. Now, we do have exclusive private transfers for all of our top tier suites. Okay. So we do have our top tier transfers for all of our top suites. We have them located at Royal Plantation and Royal Barbados for the Rolls Royce transfer. They only go in the top 4 room categories that are located there at the resort. Okay. Now, rooms and suites. Earlier I told you I was going to come back to this. We're finally on here. This is what makes our rooms different. We have pillow menus, okay? If you need a firm pillow, a soft pillow, a feather pillow, whatever the pillow that you need, we actually have pillow menus to choose from, so that way your guests are able to sleep with comfort. All of our linens are Egyptian cotton linens, and every room is going to have a king-size bed. So you don't have to worry about a twin, a double, a four, or any of those. Every single one is going to have a king-size mattress with satellite LED TVs. Okay, all the flat screens. All the rooms are going to have the fully stocked bars. Again, club level and Butler level are going to have the liquor inside the bars. And what we've done is, and you're going to see a lot of our new room categories, but we try to make ocean a factor when you're looking at the rooms. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to go over every single room category, okay? Because we have so many. What I am here to show you is how to read through our room categories. So using this one as an example, this is a swim up Crystal Lagoon Beachfront Butler Suite at Sandals Negril in Jamaica. Meaning, it's a swim up room. So you know exactly, guess what? You know the type of room. It's going to be swim up, okay? If it says walkout, it's going to be walkout. It's going to be on the ground level, okay? Crystal Lagoon, that is the area in which the particular room is located in. So it may say Italian Village. It may say Seaside Suites. This is going to be where it's located at. So when a guest says, "Oh, is that towards the beach? Is it by the back? You know, where's it at?" You can actually pull out a Sandals brochure and show them. This particular room is a beachfront room. It's right here in the front of the beach. Nothing's blocking it, and it's a Butler suite, so you know exactly the category of room that you're booking into. Okay. And again, I'm not going to go over every room category. This one says it's a one bedroom. Anything that shows that is a one bedroom, you need to understand it's going to have your bedroom area and it's going to have a living room area. So it's going to have, it really is going to be a huge, huge room. Okay. Now, this is the room that I was actually in when I stayed at Sandals Grand in St. Lucia for my personal honeymoon. And I'm going to be the first person to tell you, they're absolutely amazing. These rondevals are huge. The personal private pool is awesome. You have your own private hot tub. I mean, these rooms are awesome. If you just saw these rondevals or happen to stay in them, you know, they're magical. Like I said, I'm not going to go over every room category. This is kind of to show you the innovations of what we've done here at Sandals or Beaches Resorts. So it's funny. We talk about the rooms. I'm actually going to go over the bathrooms and some of the new items that we've done with our tubs. All the new rooms that we have updated all have these Tranquility soaking tubs. That is this beautiful tub that you see located right here, right there on the balcony. And if the clients want to use it, we have privacy curtains just in case they want to be a little risque. They can. So we do have the privacy curtains. Please make sure they're using them. Now, to give you a heads up, with these Tranquility soaking tubs, okay, people are going to ask you, does this millionaire suite or the millionaire Butler Villa have a Tranquility soaking tub? The answer is no. If it is not inside the room category name, it is not part of the room, okay? So none of these are going to have that Tranquility soaking tub because it is not part of the room category name. Now, I have to be clear by that because I can't tell you how many times agents have called me and said, I promised them a Tranquility soaking tub. Well, what room do they book you in? It's a luxury ocean view suite. Okay, where in that category name does it mention Tranquility soaking tub? Oh, it doesn't, but all the new rooms have it. Well, ma'am, that room doesn't have it because it's not in the room category name. So this is why we stress about it, because we need to make sure that you guys are selling particular products and you know exactly what it's going to be on, okay? All of our bathrooms are going to be spa-like bathrooms. You can kind of see here with the marble granite countertops, and all the shampoos, conditioners, soaps are all directly from the Red Lane Spa. All the towels are going to be those big old oversized spa-like towels. The mirrors are going to be the backlit mirrors, most of the time with it being a double vanity. Again, it's all going to be those beautiful spa-like bathrooms. Okay? We're really trying to redesign the word luxury when it comes to Sandals. Now, we're the first to create the swim-up pools. But guess what? We're also the first to perfect the swim-up bars as well. I mean, it's all about the entertainment. It's all about the captivating pools that we have here at Sandals. Some of them are going to be zero-entry pools. Some of them are swim-up pools or private pools in your suite. But because we include scuba diving, We actually have scuba diving instruction pools. So, I mean, we literally have pools all around our resorts. Now, today I'm actually not going to go over our wedding packages because I'm going to do a whole conference call on just weddings. Okay, and it's going to be a very, it's going to be a long, time consuming conference call. But understand one thing with our weddings it's no longer packages, they are inspirations. And with the inspirations, it is fully customizable. They could go as much or as little as they want with the wedding info. Tara Gordon, you can always email me, and we can always do a one-on-one on just weddings. Because I do understand we may have some that want to be wedding experts. Okay. Now, with our dining, I mentioned it earlier. No, we have a variety of different restaurants. Some resorts have up to 17 different restaurants. Um, and it's all going to be, again, global gourmet dining. What that also means is with this global gourmet dining, for instance, La Parisienne, a French restaurant at Sandals Barbados, guess what? The head chef there is from France because we're not going to have someone, from Mexico being able to cook our French food. We want someone that's directly from the region, so you have authentic French cuisine. And even when you look at our restaurants, they are all very luxurious restaurants as far as saying the decor, back to the finest detail. And, when we are talking about the finest detail of our resorts, I mean, our Bombay Club, the first Indian cuisine restaurant, it's all going to have that Indian design, Indian food. One of our restaurants, so there's something, I believe it's in either France or Italy. They have something where I guess pepper is only done a certain way. We have that certain type of pepper in that particular restaurant. So again, everything is going to be very authentic uh, while we're there. Okay, Butcher's Chop House. So me, I'm a steak man. Now, if you have someone that's saying, I want to eat at Butcher's Chop House, not all of our resorts has a Butcher's Chop House. So you have to make sure that you find the resort that's geared for this particular client. Just like myself and my wife, we are huge sushi people. So we have to have a soy at any resort that we stay on. Because if I go to Sandals Royal Caribbean and I'm looking for my sushi and they don't have it, guess what? I'm going to be an upset customer because I have mentioned that that's what I want. So you do have to make sure you qualify your customers to make sure that they are in tune with with the items that we need. We have up to 12 bars at our resorts, and we partner with some of the best and premium liquor companies out there, especially the Appleton Estate Jamaican rum. You're going to find that at all of our resorts. So I actually inputted this slide because I think it's important to talk about. The Rabbit Hole, only located at Sandals Ochi. We take entertainment seriously at our resorts. And the Rabbit Hole is the only speakeasy out of all of Sandals. And it's only located at Sandals Ochi. Now, because we take entertainment seriously, you see that lovely lady at the right-hand side? Her name is Big Mama. Okay? And Big Mama, she is the best singer of all of Jamaica. I mean, the vocals on this lady is absolutely incredible. But of course, how can we have the most and best speakeasy if we don't have the best singer of Jamaica performing there 3 times a night? Right? We wouldn't be able to have that. We can't even call ourselves a luxury resort. So because we are able to bring in Big Mama out to our resorts, it shows that, hey, we are really catering to the high-end clientele with our speakeasy. And, your clients that want to do the Rabbit Hole, have them make a night of it. Have them dress up with the older themes. I mean, it's a beautiful time, and it's a great time to be there. But like I said, we have our resorts, and we take our entertainment seriously. You're going to find Caribbean nights. You're going to find white nights. You're going to find, again, a speakeasy. You're going to find foam parties. You're going to find reggae nights. I mean, again, we have different parties throughout the different times and throughout the different days of the week. I mentioned earlier, we have the widest range of sports, land and sea. Scuba diving included, as long as they're PADI certified, HSA certified. With golfing, golfing is included for any of your golfing clientele that are out there. Now, they do need to have a caddy, so the green fees are included. The caddy, they do have to pay for it. Now, I'm going to go over and I'm going to tell you some of the best resorts and what some of our completed projects have done. We've just added BMW luxury private transfers for all club and Butler guests only at Sandals Montego Bay and Sandals Royal Caribbean. Okay? Keywords, only at those two resorts. Okay? Now, the newest and hottest resort in Jamaica, of course, it's where we did our Flagstaff resort, Sandals Montego Bay. Those of you that have been to our properties, those of you that have seen the Sandals, this is what it used to look like. Very colorful with the Caribbean colors to it. You know, this was always our decor right there in the front lobby. Look at it now. I mean, it would look better without those squiggly lines there, but that's what the lobby looks like now. So again, having that open air design to it, having where you could walk off that complimentary shuttle and you could see the beautiful Caribbean Ocean in front of you. You know, we've outdone ourselves with the lobby. This is what the old sports bar looked like. The sports bar now. So again, all the renovated projects that we've done, you know, you can really see that we have transformed this entire resort to make it to where it's at now. This used to be the Seagraves building, and this used to be the old like private pools for these villas. Guys, this is what we've transformed that whole area into. Okay? Now, so you can see all the renovation that we're doing. You can see how we're making our resorts better and improved than what they were before. We're getting rid of the dark mahogany woods and that dark green Caribbean look, and we'll make it more inviting with the light woods, with the bright whites, with the turquoise colors and designs to it. You know, so you can really see that again, getting away from, you know, the dark mahogany woods and going into making it more inviting. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I've done this presentation, and I still say, "Wow, would you look at that?" You know. So these are the old bathrooms, you know, still having tubs, and the double vanity. This is what the double vanity looks like now. Still having the tubs, still making it more spa-like. Okay, we're really trying to make everything spa-like. Now, are all the resorts done and renovated? No. We're working on them resort by resort. We're working on them rooms by rooms to try to make them all where they're very similar to this design. Bam. Yeah, so you can really see what we've done different there. Oh, what's new with Sandals Montego Bay? I'll have you know. We just added this new meeting space here. So if you have a large group and you need a meeting space, like a group incentive or a group incentive trip, bam, you can go ahead and use this area. Best thing about having a group meeting space, most of the meeting activities are included. Projector, food, drinks, things like that are already included. Why? Because it's an all-inclusive resort. So the bottom dollar tends to be a little bit less for any business incentive trips. We've added the Jerk Shack to Sandals Montego Bay. We've added Latitude, the overwater bar at Sandals Montego Bay. We're also going to, it's actually already done, but we have Butcher's Steak and Seafood, My Favorite Soy, and the Overwater Wedding Chapel at Sandals Montego Bay. Yes, jerk chicken is the bomb. That's actually my favorite. Actually, you know, I'm actually going to make a quick shout out. Thank you, Karen Higgins, for for pretty much really putting Sandals out there. I see you have a group traveling in February. I see that you have really been killing it, with selling the Sandals product. And in particular, I've noticed that throughout all of Archer, Karen at the current moment actually has the most bookings with Sandals out of all Archer travel. So I did want to give a quick shout out to Karen Higgins. You have been awesome. I really appreciate it. We will be meeting up soon because I definitely want to be able to meet you. So thank you, Karen, for that. Back over to Sandals and Sandals Royal Caribbean. So this is a resort that has its own private island and created the first ever overwater bungalows and overwater villas. I need to share something with you guys. You're looking at here in this beautiful heart-shaped design. These are the bungalows, okay? The villas are only these 5. Out of the entire chain, we only have 5 villas, okay? Out of the entire chain. And they're only located at Sandals Royal Caribbean. What makes the villas and the bungalows different? The villas have the private plunge pool, okay? The bungalows do not have their own private plunge pool. That is the major difference, and of course the square footage of the actual bungalow versus villa. So what you're seeing now is the villa. And what you're going to be seeing now is the bungalow. So again, they look very similar. Really, the only difference is one has the pool, the other one has does not have the private plunge pool, but they're still over the water. And I want you to see something. When we're building these overwater bungalows, everything towards Sandals is for love in the air, romance. So of course, why not build them in a heart? So what you see here is the new bungalows that were just created at Sandals South Coast in Jamaica. Absolutely love Sandals South Coast. It's one of my favorite resorts in Jamaica. And we just opened up these bungalows in December of last year. I mean, they are beautiful and fantastic. So if you want the updated ones, these are the ones that you can sell. All the overwater bungalows are absolutely gorgeous. Sandals South Coast is where we had the first Latitudes overwater bar. And if you're following my mouse, this hammock right here is my hammock. It is the best spot to see the sunrise and the sunset from Sandals South Coast overwater Latitudes bar. So that's my hammock, my favorite hammock. And if we ever do a fam trip together, you'll see me there on my hammock at Sandals South Coast. This part hits me close to home because I just recently got married, and this is where I could have dreamt to have my wedding at. And this overwater wedding chapel. It's the first overwater wedding chapel that was in the chain, and now we have them at Sandals Montego Bay, Sandals Ocho Rios, or Sandals Ocho Beach, Sandals Grand in St. Lucia, and of course Sandals South Coast. All have the overwater wedding chapel. It's where your brides can walk on water and float on air because of the glass bottom walkway. And at the very end, their veils and their hair could just, go with the wind as they're saying their vows. Capital of Casual, Sandals Negril, with this beautiful 7-mile beach. Now, what you're seeing here is going to be, again, the updated rooms. Now, I apologize for, again, the lines here on the screen. Picture would have looked better a little bit without those, but with them there, I'm able to kind of still show you what the rooms look like, so I do apologize for that. But you could kind of, imagine those off. And those are some of the updates to what we did in Sandals and Grill. Because all I'm showing you today, folks, is really the updates of what we've done in Sandals. In St. Lucia, we have now been there for 25 glorious years, okay? And I personally did my honeymoon at Sandals Grand St. Lucian. I absolutely love that resort. Now, what you need to know about St. Lucia is these 3 resorts are a little bit different. Sandals Regency Latoque, it's located for having the best views because it's located on a bluff. So if you want to have the best views and your client says, I just want the best view ever, send them to Regency Latoque. Now, if they're mobility challenged, meaning it's hard for them to walk, understand it's located on a bluff, so it's a lot of walking. They got to go up and down hills. So Sandals Halcyon, where the tallest room is only 2 stories, so it's no taller than the tallest palm tree. And it's very good for those clients that do have mobility issues. Now, if you're like me and you like to be lively, energetic, and you want a little bit of both worlds, where you have a quiet side and a party side, Sandals Grand is where it's at. So let's look at some of our updates, starting with Regency Latoque. So some of the best views. Located right here on this bluff, I have yet to find a better view located on the bluff. I mean, it's incredible coming from these millionaire suites. Sandals Halcyon, again, a true Garden of Eden. Very tranquil, very calm. You know, it's funny, the type of clients that are there are seasoned clients where they may just want to read a book by the ocean. And you kind of see what our updates have been before and after. So again, there's a lot of new updates throughout all of our resorts. Cow's Dockside. If you happen to stay in St. Lucia, even if you're at the other 2 resorts, go visit Sandals Halcyon and eat at Cow's Dockside. The food there is incredible when we're talking about our meal quality. I mean, the food there is it's really incredible. And you're right over the ocean. Now we're at Sandals Grand, where, of course, we also have the overwater bungalows. We've also introduced, let me go back. We've also introduced these 3 restaurants there at Sandals Grand, Bombay, Soy, and Kimonos, all located also at Latoque, but none of them are at Halcyon. So going to Barbados. I'm going to spend a little bit more time on Barbados because it's our newest resort is located there, Sandals Royal Barbados. So it's where, with Sandals, we have our exchange privileges. You can stay at one resort and play at all. So in Barbados, if they're at Royal Barbados or Sandals Barbados, they have access to both. They have access to both sides of the resort. So Sandals Royal Barbados has the largest infinity pool of the entire Sandals chain. See, it has this glass front to it, and it's funny because you'll see all the girls pose and everything there to have the pictures taken, all because of the glass, the glass front. A lot of people tend to love that. Now, Sandals Barbados has done a few new things that have never been done before. One of them is this rooftop pool, bar, jacuzzi, and restaurant. We have never had a rooftop pool, bar, jacuzzi, restaurant ever. So this is located on the 6th floor of Sandals Royal Barbados. It also has an infinity edge, and of course we do have the safety measures in place where no one can fall out, but it is the first ever rooftop pool, jacuzzi, bar, and restaurant located up there. Okay. What we've also done at Sandals Royal Barbados is we've introduced a beer bar. Okay. Now this is the first thing we've ever had a beer bar. It's where we have a lot of customizable beers. I believe there's 16 different beers located there. We even have some beers on tap, and it has this beautiful ice coolant on there. So if you could see in this picture, all these beers right here are located on this ice coolant. So because the worst thing possible, you're drinking a beautiful, we'll say you're drinking that Red Stripe beer, right, from Jamaica, and and it gets warm. I hate warm beers. Guess what? You're able to put it back on this ice cool, and it keeps your beers ice cold. So we've never done that before, but I'm assuming it's going to be something that we're going to introduce in any new resorts or any updates that we do. We've also introduced the first ever 4-lane Lover's Lane bowling alley with beautiful Marilyn Monroe at the end. Now, this bowling alley is very instrumental. We've noticed a lot of people have been flocking towards this, whether they're bowling or not. They're there for the beer bar. But a lot of people flock towards it because it is a hot trendy spot that people like to go to. And it is included, no extra cost to go bowling. Now, ladies, we always cater to you guys. We always have, your nail salon, your hair salon, where you can get your facials, where, your spa treatments. For us gentlemen, we needed a place too, so we created a clip yard. Where now us gentlemen, we could get our haircuts, and we could kind of get done up. So we have a destination wedding that's there, then maybe we could actually get done up as well. Now, this is an added charge. It is not complimentary at Sandals Royal Barbados, okay? If they touch you, you got to pay for it. Okay. So these are some of the sky pool suites. We have them at Sandals Grenada, and we have them here at Sandals Royal Barbados. Because anything new that we do that is hot selling that everyone goes to, we build it again. We've introduced Chi, which is Asian fusion restaurant, American Tavern, which is American cuisine, and of course, again, another Butcher's Steak and Seafood. We have the largest spa here than any other resort. Now, this spa, understand that there are some free spa treatments. We have a cool and a hot plunge pools. You can use them free of charge, no worries. We have steam rooms. We have saunas. Use them free of charge. Now, when you start getting that back massage, guess what? You're paying for that. Now, world's best for families. We're going to go ahead and move to beaches for a quick second. We do have exclusive partnerships with beaches, with Sesame Street, Xbox One, that's located with our Xbox One lounges. And again, we do have our PADI certified friendly scuba divers that want to be there. Water park and food trucks. We have a water park there at every single beaches resort, and we've just introduced 2 food trucks at our beaches, Turks and Caicos. Eat at Mr. Mac. It was like a ravioli mac and cheese. Oh my God, it was to die for. And at Butcher's Chop House, they even have a a lobster mac and cheese, again, to die for. Yo-yos. We've introduced yo-yos at our resort because everybody loves frozen yogurt. Everybody loves froyo, so we've introduced froyo at our resorts. Now, the last of the exotics are beaches, Turks and Caicos. Look what we've done here at this property. So some of what was in the past versus what we have today. So we really, renovate our resorts. We try to really keep it up to date. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to leave you with sometimes the simple things, or sometimes the best moments in life are the simple ones. Because it's not going to be that 6 gin and tonic that you drank at the bar that you're going to remember for your vacation. It's going to be that candlelit dinner for 2. Or it's going to be the fact that your child went down the slide at our water park and had the biggest smile in the world there. It's those simple things that they're going to remember. It's not going to be, like for me, it's not going to be the fact that I had sushi every single time and I was there at the resort. But it was the fact that I had my own private pool and I was able to, just relax in my room with my wife. Those are the things that we remember. Okay, so with the Sandals Foundation, and this is going to be the last thing that I speak about before I give the phone back to Patrice. But with the Sandals Foundation, have your clients or you, anytime you go on a family trip, pack with a purpose. It's where you could bring pencils, pens, crayons, notebooks, books, anything you could think about, have them bring it to the resorts. We give them to our kids in schools that are around the area because we don't just think about Sandals, but we think about the communities in which we grow. So we really try to cater back to the Sandals Foundation. Now, let me give you my contact information. Oh, apparently I didn't change the slide. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I needed to change the slide and I did not. So I'm writing down my email so that everyone will be able to have my email and my phone number. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, and you guys could all just pretend that I'm that beautiful. She has a lovely smile. So that's my cell phone number. That's my email address. You can contact me anytime. I'm more than happy to assist, in anything that you may need. And if you need to get in touch for those that are not in California and you're still looking at my screen, go to the travel agent portal, just like you see here, under Grow Your Business, connect with your local BDM. This will show you all the United States business development managers in any state that you're located in. In California, we have 5, so they're all located here. I think there's someone else here in Dallas. These are the BDMs that are located in Dallas, they're located in Texas. So all that information is located right here on your travel agent portal. So please go into this and see who your respective BDM is and reach out to them. That way they can hopefully assist you in anything that you may need going further. All right, Patrice, it's on you.
So family, let's just type in the chat box, clap, clap, clap to reach us on our corporate BDM for Archer Travel. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up for questions. I know that Richard was answering questions as they were creeping in. And so we're going to open up, see if there's any questions in that chat box for me, Camille, that we didn't answer. You can take your lines off of mute. Let's just be courteous and not to talk over each other. But we're going to open it up for some Q&A so you guys can ask Richard some questions.
Hello, Richard, and hi, thank you so much, Patrice. This is Cassandra from Dallas.
All right, Cassandra.
Hey, I just wanted to thank you so much for Richard for coming on and sharing with us today. It was awesome presentation. You almost make me want to go to pack up my bags and leave and go right now. Thank you so much. But I have a question. I have a BDM here in Dallas, and we're trying to connect with him. I wanted to know, can he do the same thing that you just did with our agents here in the Dallas area? Because I would love to bring that up to him. He never brought it up to me, but I would love to kind of put that out there because this is great.
Okay, can you hear me? So you can bring that up with your business development manager in Dallas. That part's not an issue. That is something that they can do for you. What I would recommend is depending. Can you guys hear me?
I muted my phone. I'm sorry. When I talk, I actually automatically mute, but I can hear you.
Oh, okay, perfect. As long as you're able to hear me. So yes, you do want to contact the BDM. They can do exactly what I did with everyone here on this call. They could create a webinar, and we'll actually send out the link as well. Or, of course, you can use the Zoom. It's not an issue. But yes, you can contact the Dallas BDM, and they can go ahead and do that for you. I believe it's either going to be Calvin or Faith. I'm not too sure who the actual Dallas one is yet.
It's Calvin Russell.
It is Calvin? Okay.
Yeah, it's Calvin.
Okay. Then you could ask him, and he could go ahead and do the same presentation that I did, and he could do it with everybody else there. Now, I do see a question on here. If you are not a specialist, can we still book, or do we need to go through you or another representative? No, guys. You, ladies and gentlemen, you are the travel agent. Okay? You can still book Sandals even without being a specialist. I'm going to give an example. So I'm sure, people out here book R.A.W. Palace or the R.A.Ws. Guess what? They don't have a specialist program, and I think they do actually have a specialist program, but just like with any other company, you could go ahead and sell them without being a R.A.W. specialist. It's the same thing with Sandals. You could go ahead and sell us without being a Sandals specialist. What we recommend is, first and foremost, make sure you have travel agent portal access, because you can do all your bookings directly here on the travel agent portal, or call 1-800-SANDALS. Now, you do want to be a specialist because, obviously, as I went through this presentation, Sandals is not a cookie-cutter product. Okay, each resort is slightly different. So being a specialist does help get them to the proper resort that's best for your clients.
So there was one question in the box. It was from Tara. She's asking, what about large groups, and do you have banquet space to accommodate?
Yes. Okay. So for Tara, we actually have a large variety of different group meeting space. Some resorts have a larger group meeting space than others. So it all depends on which resort and how large of a group that you're looking to do. Those types of information, again, right here on the travel agent portal. I love the travel agent portal. It literally has everything for you. Right here on the travel agent portal, you could go under sales tools and you could go under resort fact sheets. Under resort fact sheets, you can actually pick and choose all these different resorts, which is every resort that we offer, which ones are best for physically challenged facilities, which ones are best for groups, because let's say you go into one of these fact sheets, they're going to tell you, yes, we have a group meeting space. It's 1,000 square feet. It can hold 500 people, or no, we don't have a group meeting space. These are all going to be located right here on each individual fact sheet. So we can do large groups. We do have the banquet space to accommodate. And when we do the large groups, all your food and drink are already included because you're staying at an all-inclusive. So it does help with that cost.
Hi, Richard. This is GJ from Mississippi. A question about the bungalow wedding. Do you know offhand what the capacity for that room is for guests?
Yes, for the Overwater Chapel, right?
Yes.
Because you said for a wedding. So the Overwater Chapel, there's 2 chapels that can hold 30 people, and there's 2 chapels that can hold 40 people. So it all depends on how large of a wedding you're doing. And yes, there is an extra fee for those overwater wedding chapels. It is $750 in order to do the wedding chapel. And I promise you, brides and grooms pay for that wedding chapel. That's one of the ones that gets sold out very quickly.
Coolness, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Greetings, Richard from Columbus, Ohio. This is Alon. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll let that person speak.
I was just saying, Tara still had a question. Is there no rental fee for the groups?
Oh, no. I went over that. Oh, okay. Is there a rental fee for groups? Depends on how big the group is. Now, if that's your niche, if your niche is groups, I can actually put you in contact with our group manager. His name is Mark Shea, and he knows all the ins and outs about groups. He can tell you which ones are the best groups for how many people. He could tell you if there is a rental space cost or not. I believe for the group space, there's not a rental space cost as long as it's available. But again, that would be a question for him. Okay, Tara? And yeah, for 100 to 200 people, that would be something that you're going to want to contact with Mark. And I'm going to send you I'm going to write down his email address on here. shay@ubi.sandals.com. So that's Mark Shea's contact info. Call him, email him, use him. He loves hearing about groups. And let him know that you attended this conference, that you attended this conference call, and this was helping to generate your group business. That way he's aware of where it's coming from. Branch number is 0, always stays at 0. I just saw Malia's question on here. Also, I saw another question on here. What is the commission percentage that Sandals pays out? Well, I actually just went over this with Patrice earlier this morning. Currently, Sandals booking direct, you're at 10%. Okay? There is a structure where you do get 1%, 2%, and 3% additional to that. Okay. So, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second.
Melinda, the branch
Okay.
number is 0.
Yeah, so the again, the commission structure at the moment is at 10%, and we have an additional 1, 2, 3% bonus commissions. With those bonus commissions, it can actually. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay, so I'm gonna continue talking about the commissions. So with it, again, it starts at the 10%. You get the extra 1, 2, 3% bonus commission. That bonus commission goes by category. Luxury level, 1%. Club level, 2%. Butler level, 3%. Beautiful thing about R.A.W. is they have grown the business so well this year. You know, partly thanks to Karen. So everybody, you know, give another thank you to Karen Higgins because she's made us halfway through there. But once R.A.W. as an agency hits over 25 bookings in a calendar year, it gets bumped up to 15%. Okay? Archer as a whole for this year in 2019, you're already at 42 bookings. Karen in herself is almost at 25 herself. Like she's done amazing. Same thing with Gina DeMasi, if she's on this call. I don't know if she's on this call, but she has also been killing it, just like Karen has been doing it. So those two agents alone has been able to help R.A.W. as a whole earn more commission. Okay? It only reaches the 15% commission after those 25 bookings have traveled. So currently you're still at the 10%. Then you'll get bumped up to 15. Now I challenge you guys. Find another company that pays 18% commission when you make a booking. Right? Isn't that amazing? So yeah, we'll be paying 18% commission after the 25 people have traveled and you book any Butler booking. Okay? So yes, that is the commission structure. The commission structure is high. We do pay out very well. So we're going to keep it up there and we're going to make sure that stays up there. Now, this is the best year that Archer has done so far, and I think it's just going to go higher and higher. So I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen next. Now, I think there's a gentleman on here that had a question next.
My name is Alonzo from Columbus. Richard, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How you doing?
Good, good. Actually, your beach resorts, are there any overwater bungalows that you would recommend for a family, and if there's an age requirement for children?
There is no overwater bungalows at any of our beaches properties yet. We only have them at 3 Sandals. Some of the rooms to do though would be like a 2-bedroom suite. So that way the kids could have their area, the parents could have theirs. Sometimes they'll even close off so the parents can have their own private area, for at night and stuff like that.
Okay. And is there an age restriction for kids?
Age restriction for kids? No, we can help out with someone that's just born 2 days ago if they wanted to.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. I see another question. They tried signing up to do the trainings in December, but told it was closed. Yes, the ones that were located in December, there were a lot of the AAA exclusive ones. All the AAA exclusive ones, yes, they're going to be closed because, guys, you're not part of AAA. You're part of R.A.W. So when we do an R.A.W. exclusive workshop, yeah, you guys could all show up to that one. But for now, try to sign up for the workshops that are in your designated city, that are in your designated state, so that way you're really able to, have the ones that we already have predestined for you. So yes, I apologize that you weren't able to sign up for the ones that were in December, but a lot of them were the private ones only. And yeah, we don't let them out for everybody.
Okay, so we had a question that got lost in the thing. One of Ms. Perry is asking, are there any credit card holds or additional charges we should prepare our clients for when they check in?
Okay, I think Patricia has that one.
So family is business as usual. You need to make sure that you have your R.A.W. credit card application, a credit card form. You need to have driver's license, and you submit that information. So again, it's business as usual. You submit that information to, and you have to understand there's two ways that you can do business with Sandals. You can do business with the tour conductors, and I'll use American Airlines as one of them. But you have to understand when you book through a tour conductor, that tour conductor is the vendor and the client of record. And if you are a CSS and you are not, and you have registered for Sandals, you need to make sure that you go in and submit that order into your portal so you can get your Sandal points. If you book directly through Sandals, you can book it online, or you can work directly with the groups or with the customer service group and just make sure that you have that information, the credit card authorization form, and a copy of the client's driver's license, and you will be good. So I hope that answered your question.
Ms.
And
Patrice,
make sure that you put your bookings inside your travel agent portal.
Mr. Patrice, I actually have a question for you. Will the dates be reminded on the evolution page for our nearest cities?
Nope, because that is not our responsibility. Responsibility is I post it, and I will be posting the revised list. I post the list in the group. You guys are responsible to go in. I will get it posted tonight. Or when I get it from Richard, I will post it. It'll be your responsibility. But if you on the Sunrise Inspirational Morning Call and Travel Tuesdays with Patrice Abels Vance, this is all we're doing is Sandals. We are down. We are working real closely now in groups. And from groups, we're going to go to each physical location resort, and we're going to go over it. So if you're on the morning call, you get all the nuggets on Sandals and then what we post into the page. So we will begin the upgraded information. But in order for you to register for the portal, you must register in the Travel Cafe, type in Sandals, and submit the vendor request form. It's taking 48 hours. If you do not hear back from Archer within 48 hours, reach out to Orchard to find out, because what happens, they have to approve you to become or to get your access to the portal. Once you get the access approved for the portal, then Sandals will send you an email, and then you'll have access to go in and do what you need to do. So please make sure, do not try to contact Sandals directly. Do not try to sign in the portal and say you can't get in. The only way that you can get in, that you have to have the administration approval from Archer first.
Okay.
Are there any more questions? Because I know we're getting close to the end of the presentation. Well, if we don't have any more questions, I just like to personally thank Richard for taking the time out of his busy schedule and to be able to bring us these amazing nuggets. Family, stay plugged in.
Patrice,
yes.
Eileen did ask, can you attend the training in a different city?
Yes, you can. As long as it is a Sandals provided training, yes, you can.
Okay.
I might come to Ohio. I'll take the
Yay. Oh, no, ours is not till July, so you might want to go before then.
Oh, well, no, I really don't have to go until before October, so I might just have to find another location to go hang out in. But you just so much. But family, I'm just so excited that we're able to bring Sandals to you. You guys know I post everything in the Sunrise Inspirational Morning Call in reference to Sandals. And now we are going to be posting everything both in the Evolution family page and the official Evolution page. So family, I'd like to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to just bless us with your graces. This recording, this training has been recorded. Tony Ward will be posting it for us. And I'd like to tell Tony, thank you so much for allowing us to use your Zoom. Family, have a blessed weekend. Thanks, Sandals, Sandals, Sandals. And I'd like to say this training and call is officially over. Thank you.